It's the Kyle Hyman Show on Redeemer Radio.
This is Kyle Hyman. I am here with Andrea Serrani talking about some names.
Yeah.
Some saint names
Yeah.
that we probably won't be using for our children.
For various reasons.
In case you didn't know,
Yes. We're both having
both-
babies.
both expecting children.
Yeah.
And my wife is due in September. Mm-hmm. You are due in November.
November. Yep.
So it's going to be an exciting
Exciting times on the Kyle Hyman Show.
fall/early winter.
We might have a lot of baby-themed shows coming up.
Actually, tomorrow we're going to be talking about childbirth.
We are. And parenting.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that should be a quick. Let's learn as much as we can in the next
Yeah, right.
few months. So saint names that you're not going to use. I think we should just go back and forth for this.
Yeah, okay. Let's
And we
go
might
back
have
and
various reasons why we wouldn't use these names for
Yeah,
our kids.
just as a disclaimer, please don't be offended by any of this because our reason might not be we think it's a bad name. Actually, it's probably not that we think it's a bad name. It's just, names are something, names require a lot of, it's taste, it's subjective.
Right. There's a lot of things that I would like to name my kid, but there's relatives in the family that are kind of too close or the same first and
names
last name.
that I love for other people, but it's just not going to be a priority for me because I've got other names I like better.
I really like St. Paul, but I have an Uncle Paul.
Right.
So,
So,
I mean,
that's actually the
yeah.
first on my list. My in-laws are like superstar baby namers. All of their kids' names are so cool.
yeah.
Really awesome names. And so two of my favorite all-time saint male names are the names of my brothers-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Augustus, but Augustine
Mm-hmm.
and Jude
Yeah.
are two of my brothers-in-law. It's not that we don't, it just would be confusing to
Right.
have two Judes running around at Christmas time. Just confusing. But
Yeah.
so shout out to Gus and Jude this morning for their cool names, but thanks a lot.
Does he go by Gus?
Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I really like the nickname Gus. I even
Yeah.
like the nickname Gus. Man. Anyway, same for Maximilian. I love the name Maximilian, but my husband has a cousin named Max. So thanks for stealing all the good names, people.
Yeah. I've been learning a little bit more about St. Maximus,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is another cool Max.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all of my family's names are boring, like Josh and Andy and Danny. Just typical names. And then the other side, it's like Xavier has all these amazing names in his family. Anyway.
All right. One of the names that I'm probably not going to use is Saint Balthazar.
Balthazar.
It's such a cool sounding name.
It is a cool sounding name.
Legendarily, he's one of the wise
That's
men.
right. One of the
right?
three kings.
Yeah.
Who might not have been kings.
Right.
But, whatever. Whoever they were, the Magi.
I just feel like Balthazar, it's a tough one to pull off today.
Yes.
But if you did go that route, he'd be pretty tough.
Yeah. Right. Like you're just set up for excellence if your
this is
name
my
is
son,
Balthazar.
Balthazar.
Amazing. I love it.
All right, what's one of yours?
So next on my list, and this is my actual sad one, is the name Benedict, which is so sad because it's like 100% my absolute my favorite name.
Today's feast day.
It's my favorite
Benedict.
name for a boy. Number one above every single other name. I love Saint Benedict, the Benedict himself. I love Pope Benedict. He's like the cutest old grandpa genius
Yeah.
holy man that is ever lived. And for some reason, my husband just despises the name Benedict. He's just like, as the second I brought it up during our first pregnancy, he was like, no, never. And so we've just never been able to reach the impasse on this. So anyway, Benedict is on my list. It's so sad.
One of my favorite names, but I don't think I could get my wife on board with this, and probably for good reason. Saint Winibald.
Winibald. That's a good one.
That name comes up frequently because he's mentioned whenever it's his brother's feast days too.
Right.
Which is Saints Willibald and Saint Walburga.
I love families of saints. They always have
they name
weird
their
names.
kids Winibald, Willibald, and Walburga.
Real creativity
It just
going
makes
on
me so
here.
happy.
So great. I love it. Well, speaking of weird names, my favorite theology class in college studied early church fathers for a few weeks in the class, and I was really surprised by how much I loved all their writing. I like still sometimes will just like read a random letter from a church father just because I think they're so fun and interesting. But unfortunately, Irenaeus, Athanasius, and Polycarp just really aren't in vogue anymore. And
Polycarp was one of mine.
I just don't think. I actually know a child named Athanasius, so it's not that I'm saying it can't be done.
Yeah, Athanasius, I think, can be pulled off.
Yeah, but I just Irenaeus is my favorite one. It was his feast day last week, and but I just can't make it happen.
Saint Polycarp is a tough one. I mean,
It is.
Whenever your name means many carp. That's kind of tough. One, if not for the name, maybe because he's the patron saint of unattractive people.
Oh no,
Saint Drogo. I mean, Drogo just sounds like
about him,
like a villain from a superhero movie.
It really does. And
Superman versus Drogo, or somebody that Rocky had to fight.
that's so true, man. It does.
It's a tough name. Drogo would be.
That is a tough name.
That's a good.
Oh man. Just switching to girl names for a minute. One of the ones that it's not that I don't like this name. It's just that we have so many girl saints names that we love already. But Christina the Astonishing is one of my favorite saints.
If you don't know the story of Saint Christina the Astonishing,
amazing. She had this huge seizure when she was 20, and everyone thought that she was dead. And at her funeral, she popped up out of her coffin and then levitated up to the rafters, and said that the reason she was up there was because she couldn't stand the smell of the sinful people.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like, imagine being so holy that everyone else smells bad to you.
Another female name that I kind of like, but I just don't see it working too well today. Saint Lidwina. Lidwina.
Huh.
Or Lidwina, maybe. Huh. It's kind of pretty.
That is
but also
a
little bit unusual.
Yeah, also a little bit like maybe you're going to get made fun of.
I feel like Saint Dora might not be getting much attention.
Dora's my grandma's name, but she's like 88, so.
But now with Dora the Explorer, I feel like she's kind of ruined that.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not going to see very many Doras from here on out.
Yeah, no.